Okay, well, yes, Ungluing the Mind. Ungluing the Mind came about I wanted something more meaningful and purposeful in my life. And making money was not one of them. I wanted to know the truth of what am I and what am I on this planet to do. And so I turned my attention to the spiritual world. And my mother was the spiritual teacher. And she raised 17 of us. And every night she would gather us around the bed. And she'd pray. And of course, we're kids, living on the island of Trinidad and Tobago, and you want to go out and be in the moonlight and play hide and seek. But she was really showing us what we were to become. And so my life and my work today is because of my mother and my father. And we have so much that's buried at a subconscious level within us. And what frightens us more than anything else is our awakening. And particularly now, with all the changes that are taking place on planet Earth, we are being challenged to put spiritual principles into application. And that is where the difficulty lies. We have the tools. We just have to use them. I have been meditating, and my daughter is here, teaching my children to meditate from the time they were little. And I've never had any problems with them. And I also work with her. We have to be willing to choose, and the responsibility is up to each of us, to choose a different approach to life, other than what we have made for ourselves. And again, never before in the history of humanity has spiritual leadership and feminine energy been needed as it is now. It's the age of the goddess. And we as women, we've been suppressing a lot. And now women are coming to the forefront to bring forth our gifts and talents that will benefit others. There is a passage by Saint Teresa of Avila, who spent 20 years in doubt and struggle. Let nothing upset you. Let nothing frighten you. Everything is changing. God alone is changeless. Patience attains the goal. Who has God lacks nothing. God alone fills every need. When I came across that passage many, many years ago, I knew I had to be true to myself and to follow my own path. And that is what I've done for many years and still doing it and will continue to do it. All I ask when I work with others is just to be open to receive. And we can receive at any time, anywhere, and with anyone. We are being challenged to step up and take the leap to the other side. Because the side that we've been on is based on man-made rules and ideas. And those man-made rules and ideas can no longer serve us. So it's a critical moment in the history of humanity. And I'm going to read this, what I heard. Never before in the history of humanity has spiritual leadership and feminine energy been needed as it is now. It's the age of the goddess. Intellectual time concepts cannot reveal the fullness of life. Only wisdom can. And wisdom, it's encoded in each of us. Wisdom is the knowledge of God. God is life, and you are life eternal. You must be willing to awaken from the dream. You are the dreamer. Dream in the dream. Wake up and stay awake by ungluing the mind. Ungluing the mind speaks to reason and represents the essence of what we are. You cannot change what is eternal. And that is what we try to do on this planet. You are unchangeable, unchanging, changeless, eternal, immortal, forever and forever. And what is forever is not of time. We are in a time universe. Time is thought. So we have two thought systems built in within us. One is love, one is fear. Every second, we're choosing one or the other. And which you choose determines what you see. A loving thought will manifest itself in a loving experience. A fearful thought will manifest itself in a fearful experience. The mind cannot serve two masters. Love is the only master. And you are the masterpiece, not the frame. And this is a critical moment in the history of humanity, with everything that's going on right now, to, I really want to say, unglue the mind. To unglue the mind and allow the wisdom, which is the knowledge that is encoded within each and every one of us, to come into our awareness. Okay, but someone may say, well, how do I do that? First, you have to want to bring about a change in your life. Change is moving forward. You are unchangeable, unchanging, changeless, eternal, immortal, forever and forever. And what is forever is not of time. You are timeless. So the responsibility is up to each of us, particularly now with everything that's going on the planet, in the world. We really have to have a spiritual practice. And that doesn't mean you sit in a lotus position for hours. You start your day by going inward. You wake up in the morning, you give yourself 10, 15 minutes to go within. You can write affirmations. We have the tools. We just have to use them. No one's going to force you to do anything. It's your life. And your life is a gift to the world. And you want to leave your mark upon the earth that will inspire others through their example, so they can evolve within themselves. Always remember, you are the light. You are the light. Well, someone may say, well, what does that mean? I am the light. What is light? You are the self that you're yearning for. But we're searching for that self outside of ourself. I am you and you are me. I am one self, united with all of creation. All of creation. We're all the same in content. So what do? You begin to unglue the mind and allow the mind, which is your true nature, to appear. And this is what it means to declutter the mind and take the pathway back to the light. And at the end of this greatest of all journeys, you will discover that a miracle has been patiently waiting for you. For you. Who is this you? This you is the you that you are. The child within us. The Christ within us. The love that is within us. The energy that is us. And to be with you. Is it selfish? No. It's selfless. Love is selfless. Fear is selfish. False evidence appearing real. And so we've done it backwards in a way. Because we, humanity, the way we've been conditioned, that our way is the right way. But who is this I that's running the show? Not the personality self. The I that is the all-seeing eye, my third eye, the eye of my heart. And the eye of your heart will never, never abandon you or forsake you. There's nowhere to go but within. But within. Always remember that you are the light. And you came into this manifestation and chose to be here at this moment in time to participate in what is going on the planet. We can run, but you can't hide. Because wherever you go, there you are. There you are. Be with you, honor you, appreciate you. Be your best friend. Yeah, just be your best friend. The one you enjoy being with the most. Yeah, so, okay, so why is something so apparently simple, not to mention desirable, so incredibly difficult to do? The reason the process is challenging is that you are so invested in the creations of your unnatural mind that surrender in them is nearly, or not, fortunately, totally impossible. Imagine that early in your life, you set out on a quest to find a philosopher's stone. This stone is the most precious object in the universe, since it can change base metals into gold, heal all sickness, and give immortality. If you could find this stone, unlimited wealth, perfect health, and eternal life would be yours. As in all treasure tales, worth their salt, you have a map which shows that the treasure is buried close to where you are, where you live, a mere 3 feet underground. You go to the spot, but when you reach it, you do something absolutely bewildering. You erect a building on the site, and then you erect another and another and another. A wise man passes by one day, and he taps you on your shoulder and asks you, "What are you doing?" "Constructing buildings." You reply with a satisfied grin, "What have you constructed so far?" The sage inquires, "A factory, a bank, a hospital, a church, and a school." Why? You think, "What's up with all of these dumb questions?" you say. "The factory provides the commodities we need. The bank manages our money. The hospital cares for us when we're sick. The church cares for us when we're dying. And the school teaches our children how to live in the wonderful society we have created." And what's that building you're in the process of constructing? The one across from the bank. "Oh, that's going to be the police station. We need police to protect us from the bad men in our town who have turned into thieves. After that, you're going to build army barracks because we need protection from other cities that envy us and want to attack us. What will happen once you have achieved all this?" the wise man asked. "We'll all enjoy unlimited wealth, perfect health, and total safety." "But isn't that what you were hoping for from the philosopher's stone?" "Who needs a stone?" you say, "when you can create a beautiful city like this?" 10 years later, the wise man passes by again. "How are things going?" he says. "Bad," you reply. "We have more poverty than wealth, more sickness than health, and more danger than security." "What have you done about this?" the wise man asks. "We've built more factories, banks, police stations, and army barracks, of course." "Oh." Noting a tone of skepticism, the sage's voice, you ask crisply, why do you have a better idea? How about returning to your original plan?" "Oh, what was that? It's been so long, I've forgotten." You wanted to unearth the philosopher's stone in order to have health, wealth, and eternal life. Oh, yes, I remember now. That was a really great plan. I'm going to renew my search for the stone without further delay. Good. They say, you're a wise man. Do you have a suggestion about where to begin? As a matter of fact, I do. First, you have to tear down all the buildings you have constructed, and then what? Are you insane? We have spent years creating the finest city in the world with the best services. If we tear it down, we'll have no food, no clothes, no medicine, and no protection from our enemies. The wise man goes on his way again. He'll come back sometime in the future when you're in such despair that tearing down your city doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Your true nature is the philosopher's stone. And just as in the story, instead of digging down a little way to find it, you have stuck your self-created mind on top of it. A concrete jungle composed of your opinions, of hopes, fears, desires, insecurities, assumptions, and so on. Seen from the outside, you've done this. To put it bluntly, insane. You say the remedy is to do nothing, but we don't know how to do nothing. So what do we do? In doing nothing is the everything. And everything is already there. We are already everything because everything has been given to us. So why do we keep searching outside instead of searching inside? Thousands of years, it's the same message, generation after generation. As within, so without. We are already perfect, whole, and complete. Be true to you. Bring forth your gifts that will inspire others and show them the way. The way is the way of love. So, unglue the mind and know your true self. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Say to yourself silently and thoughtfully, with fixed determination and eyes closed, I am willing to let go in gentleness and trust. Oops. I am willing to let go in gentleness and trust. I am willing to let go in gentleness and trust. I trust in the creative action of life. I trust in the creative action of life. I trust in the creative action of life. I trust in the intelligence that is my true self. I trust in the intelligence that is my true self. I trust in the intelligence that is my true self. Breathe in light and breathe out light, for there is nothing else. The divine light descends upon us all, and we are purified, grateful, and blessed. For this we give thanks. Rest in quiet light. And so it is.
Absolutely.
Is my time up?
Yeah.
Oh.